He represents it Shiv Sena, founded by Bal Thackeray, and which has everything in Mumbai. It was a Mumbai-centric, Maharashtra-centric party, but now this is something which is very unique to Eknath Shinde. He claims to be heading the party which has no operation whatsoever outside Maharashtra, but every now and then he is in Delhi. Team Shinde gets an impression that he's what you call respected. He is heard in Delhi. He has pouch hai. He can talk to Prime Minister, and he matters a lot. This is exactly like what Congress used to do. There will be state leaders, but the controls and levers of power will be from in Delhi. Unfortunately, the same thing is happening now in Maharashtra, also in case of BJP, because you are making your own chief minister weak by entertaining someone who wants to challenge his authority, you know. And this is something they have to think about it. And politics is, I mean, Shinde is there for long. He also should have known by now. It's dog eats dog world. No one is here for friendship.
In the specialized story today, we look at this issue of why the Deputy Chief Minister Eknath Shinde is flying to Delhi so frequently. The government is comfortable, it is in majority, there is no crisis politically or in the government in that sense. But the issue is when you have a very strong Chief Minister like Devendra Fadnavis, you have two Deputy CMs, Ajit Pawar from NCP and Eknath Shinde representing the Shiv Sena. The cabinet is full-fledged. The government is operating to its optimum. Yet, what is the necessity for Mr. Shinde to, at least every month, if one may so, if I'm not exaggerating, he visits Delhi and he seeks the audience of Big Two, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah. Now, Girish, why does the regional party have to be so dependent on centre?
Yeah, I mean, this is something which was not the case earlier. The party he represents it Shiv Sena, founded by Bal Thackeray, and which has everything in Mumbai. It was a Mumbai-centric, Maharashtra-centric party, but now this is something which is very unique to Eknath Shinde. He claims to be heading the party which has no operation whatsoever outside Maharashtra, but every now and then he is in Delhi. So it raises two questions. First is about his trip. I mean, as a deputy chief minister, he may be having business-related challenges, meetings. That one can understand. But for political reasons, every now and then he is seen in Delhi. So the second question is more important as far as this alliance is concerned, is why the BJP leadership is giving an audience to him. You talked about top two leaders. He normally seeks appointment with them, and they eats in the company of Prime Minister and then Mr. Shinde's family and fathers, and I mean parents and wife and grandchildren and all that. So who wants to say what by these meetings? You know, that is crucial question as far as Maharashtra's stability is concerned, because as a regional party, he has no reason to be so frequent flyer to Delhi for political purpose. And having said that, it also makes no sense for the BJP leadership to give that much audience to him. So somewhere lies the crux of Maharashtra's politics, and it doesn't say good about state of affairs in Maharashtra.
One thing we heard last time is like there are many visits and every time there was some justification given. I mean, on the face and behind the scene there was something else. I mean, you know the inside stories. Now, one of the instances, if I have to just cite an example, like once when he went recently, the reason is that the Prime Minister profusely gave him the time, with the family, the photo opportunities and everything, you know, Shinde with his family, and his son is Member of Parliament, Shrikant, and his family. Now, the point they said is the timing was such that even Shiv Sena UBT Uddhav Thackeray was in Delhi, and he was there for India bloc meeting. Now, it was to show that Shiv Sena versus Shiv Sena UBT, and you know, by saying that Shinde is with Prime Minister, and here we have Uddhav Thackeray with the Gandhis. Now, does this kind of politics, you versus me, or you know, if you're with the India bloc, I am with the NDA, I mean, that's understood. That's so obvious. So, does the Prime Minister have to grant him that much importance to give that kind of a messaging?
This is the issue, and what if that is the reason, if that is the kind of a broad frame he had it behind his Delhi tour. It's juvenile politics that its lowest we can talk about it, you know, because it doesn't work that way. See, you can or you may have taken the party away from Uddhav Thackeray, but you can't take Thackeray from him, Thackeray away from him. He is Thackeray, and so he has to have some kind of a legacy and all that. That's going to happen, number one. And number two, if at all, if he's playing this childish game, assuming he is not, but if at all he is into this childish game, why the Prime Minister should spend that much time? This is the real issue. And why? Because this question, the second one, why it matters, it sends out messages in two camps, and messages are too divergent and very, very politically sensitive, because Shinde's team Shinde gets an impression that he's what you call respected. He is heard in Delhi. He has pouch hai. He can talk to Prime Minister, and he matters a lot. Similarly, the message that goes into the BJP is that despite having so many local issues, our leader gives importance to him. So there must be something that we don't understand. And when you have a Deputy Chief Minister who is not attending the cabinet meet, you have a minister who is not attending the cabinet meet and flying to Delhi, available in Delhi, and the Prime Minister and the Home Minister giving time. I think this shows there is something. Till now, we always used to believe that there is dal mein kuch kala hai, but it's not now. Now it's dal mein bahut kuch kala hai, and these people are not willing to address that issue, and that's the reason the entire political arena gets completely murkier, you know.
If we wanted to exactly quote what Shinde said in one of the recent meetings is, he says, he admits that, he says, I always come to Delhi during parliamentary session to hold meeting with Shiv Sena MPs. That's one thing he said. And he also said that as an NDA alliance, we support the centre. And so I have to come here to discuss the issues. And number three, he says that my visits to Delhi, frequent visits to Delhi, should worry the opposition. Now, I mean, what is that? And not the BJP and NCP.
See, the first thing is, first reason that he comes, flies to Delhi or goes to Delhi to meet his MPs. None of his MPs is outside Maharashtra.
Right.
So it's not that he is having 10 MPs from Bihar, 15 MPs from Uttar Pradesh, nothing of that sort. So he can, most of them are in Mumbai and Maharashtra and surrounding. He can, they're easily available. Number one. Number two, he said, I am part of the NDA, I am supporting the NDA. See, this is the most ridiculous statement. You are compelled to do that. It's not you have a choice.
Right.
It's not that you have a choice to do or you can think of something else. No, you have to be part of it because that's the deal. You have stuck with that, you know. And the third thing he talks about meeting. What was the third point you said?
Third point, he said that the opposition has to worry, not the BJP and NCP.
It's very tongue-in-cheek comment, you know. If opposition has to worry, that's true. But who is the opposition? That's to be defined.
Right.
And in this case, the opposition really comes from the BJP. And so much so, BJP's newly appointed president, Mr. Ravindra Chavan, he talked officially in one of the party meetings that we don't have rivals. We have to fight with our own colleagues and alliance members in ensuing municipal elections. So all these three things make Shinde's claim, you know, very hollow and laughable.
And this becomes very evident. I mean, even if we at the face value we accept that what he's saying, yes, his MPs are there and he's going to, and somewhere also that the fact that he was chief minister, so now that the fact that he's still not been able to reconcile to the fact that he no longer is a chief minister, so to keep that stature, maybe for his own MPs or to signal to the BJP and NCP, he does that frequent visit to Delhi to show I'm there, I'm the big man. But the question here is that kind of messaging that you're actually talking about some development of Maharashtra, or you're really concerned about issues of Maharashtra, that never comes across when with his visit to Delhi. So I mean, and at the same time, only Shinde is flying to Delhi, not Ajit Pawar, who is more, when it comes to administration, he's more clued to the grassroots developments of Maharashtra. And you have a good administrator in Devendra Fadnavis. So it becomes more ridiculous when he claims that the development, then does it mean that the development is, you cannot sit together with your chief minister and deputy chief minister Ajit Pawar to discuss Maharashtra issues?
Yeah, that is exactly the case, and when it comes to Ajit Pawar, it's like they say, give devil its due. About Ajit Pawar, we have to admit the pragmatic way of handling political affairs of Mr. Ajit Pawar, So he, whoever be the chief minister, he gives him 100% to that chief minister. He has worked under Prithviraj Chauhan, the real kind of a, one can say, rival, political rival, as well as the challenger to Ajit Pawar's stature, and the chief minister who ordered investigation into the Maharashtra State Cooperative Bank, which Ajit Pawar got into trouble with, So he has worked under Prithviraj Chauhan, he has worked under Ashok Chauhan, the famous Adarsh scam chief minister. Then he has worked under Uddhav Thackeray for a brief period. He has worked under Devendra Fadnavis. He has worked under Eknath Shinde. So this man is something. He knows his survival. Where it. What it matters, But this is unlike Shinde, The sign of a good politician is what, you can swallow bitter pill with a smiling face, That's what we have been watching all the big. But Shinde somehow has not been able to reconcile to the fact that he is no longer a chief minister and still believes that BJP is going to offer him the most coveted post, It will be childish to believe that BJP with this kind of numbers in the near future will make Mr. Shinde chief minister. So what are the reasons he go to Delhi for? The number one is the guardian ministership, that age-old dispute now, and complaints about how he is getting high-handed treatment from the local BJP leaders. But that's bound to be there. So if you try to compete, you will face the friction. If you try to adjust to the reality, life will be smooth, like what it is for Ajit Pawar. And this realization is the difference between two deputy chief ministers, and that is exposing Mr. Shinde more than Ajit Pawar.
Yes, you mentioned this issue of conflict. Now, yesterday itself, Ganesh Naik, the BJP minister, cabinet minister, he has made an announcement that only Lotus, and he goes and makes this announcement in Navi Mumbai, Thane. Now, Thane is associated as a Shinde's turf. And if you look at the developments, of course, the Janmashtami Dahi Handi is a festival, and Chief Minister's visit to Thane yesterday, I think there were at least 3 Dahi Handis where he was the chief guest, and all 3 Shiv Sena ministers invited him. So one was Pratap Sarnaik's son, he hosted it. Another was Prakash Surve in the Borivali. So, what kind of messaging does it go? At the one time, Shinde is sulking, so he is just abstaining from the cabinet minister or flying to Delhi to get the audience. And here you have the BJP ministers. There are instances, several instances where BJP ministers or the local leaders have also tried to publicly take the grievance against the Shiv Sena's entire conduct and also the conduct of their ministers. So, is the BJP trying to kind of, the local BJP, while the center is giving them a lot of importance for the optics or whatever it be, the local BJP probably has made it its mind to cut them to size or corner them?
Say, no one will be seeing this feeling or this reality in these many words, but we have to judge these things by action, And you also have covered politics for long, we both of us have seen so many things. So politics is very brutal. It's at times really takes everything out of you. You can't sulk. Even if you sulk, you shouldn't be showing it on face. So I mean, that's a simple thing one can understand why so many issues about Shinde's ministries are coming out. Why only ministers or politicians, controversies about those who are part of Shinde, Shiv Sena are coming to the fore. So no one will say that this is something being fed by the BJP, but politics is like that. You have to manage with your own bosses and then or whoever is your superior, and then go on. See, when you when one says that I am not being respected at local level, it means that you are not worth.
Not worth.
So it's true in politics, So this is the smartness Ajit Pawar is showing. He is not a single bad mouthing even in public. Forget in public, even in private also. None of his ministers make any noise. They just follow the diktat and they're sticking to the rule book. And like a genuine alliance member, they're seen supporting the BJP as if they are the original alliance member. I mean, Devendra Fadnavis had described them. One is the practical alliance, one is emotional alliance. But they are looking like a real alliance partner for the BJP. And in the long run, things are going to go bad for Mr. Shinde. Just imagine if Uddhav Thackeray, Raj Thackeray, this alliance happens, and Thane Municipal Corporation also will go to polls. And this Thackeray combined, where BJP doesn't have much stake in Thane because of Shinde, the entire BJP will be seen supporting Thackeray brothers, So whose loss it will be? So challenging or expressing or sulking every time publicly doesn't work in politics. In fact, it harms more than the good it does,
I think it also shows that, see, unlike Ajit Pawar we mentioned, we are citing his case because both are alliance partners, and of course in BJP we can understand with majority and very clear hierarchy, everybody has to fall in line whether they like it or not, even if they have grievances. But if you look at these two alliances, like Ajit Pawar, he also takes action. Like in the case of Kukate, if we just take an example.
Or Dhananjay Munde also.
At least Dhananjay Munde, he went to the extent, though he looked at the pros, cons, everything. And it was a difficult choice for him. But because of the caste combination, OBC and everything, and Ajit Pawar himself being a Maratha. So I think despite that, he had to kind of, after a certain point, he says, okay, fine, that kind of thing. But whereas Shinde is not willing at all to kind of, take the course corrective measures, and I think that's where the BJP and Shiv Sena's conflict gets deepened.
Correct.
Because if your ministers or your local leaders are so, if the conduct is so, publicly inviting wrath, you have to, even the actions were not extreme, so there was no harm in taking them.
Shinde Sena, for me, looks like a herd of cats, I mean, every character is free to do whatever he or she thinks, and that's why BJP is finding it difficult. But in this case, my point is, in this case, what matters is the BJP central leadership putting their foot down. Enough is enough, because this is damaging the state as a whole, as Maharashtra as a whole, and you are undermining your own chief minister.
Chief minister, that message goes.
That message goes there. When a person of a stature of a prime minister gives a lot of audience to the rebel, or like in this case, Mr. Shinde with his family entourage having a lot of time with Mr. Prime Minister, message goes bad, about the importance of the man, and the fissures which are already there, they just get widened. But this, what happens to Mr. Shinde or the BJP, it's secondary. For me and you, what matters to state, it's something which we should be worried about. And this is the thing which is damaging Maharashtra very, very badly. And no one seems to have any clue how to do the damage control. BJP central leadership giving too long a rope to Mr. Shinde. BJP state leadership is trying to do whatever it can. Shinde not getting the message. And that's how earlier it was bifurcated. Now the administration also looks like trifurcated, you know. And that's a serious challenge Maharashtra will face eventually.
Because ultimately, if you look at this issue of guardian ministership, now that is done to death. I mean, it was there first time when the allocations were made, you raised your voice, you sought the audience and you tried your best to kind of resolve it. But now when it's accepted that it's not going to change, Aditi Tatkare will remain in Raigad and Girish Mahajan is not going to be replaced in Nashik. Even now, for 13th August, I think, they again threw the tantrum. Both the Chief Minister as well as Bharat Gogavli. He also went to Delhi to seek the audience of JP Nadda. Now, that also some way shows, it also shows some way that, you know, this, as you pointed out, the Chief Minister has made up his mind that, you know, this is an issue now I'm not going to touch. Correct. Or probably he has given this message that I cannot do anything. If you want, get it done from the center. So the question comes that who is going to look at the politics of Maharashtra? Are Modi Shah going to have the final say in Maharashtra politics and give Fadnavis just the, you know, to just look after the government? I mean, is it?
It's unfortunately the latter, you know. This is exactly like what Congress used to do. Everything, there will be state leaders, but the controls and levers of power will be from in Delhi. Unfortunately, the same thing is happening now in Maharashtra, also in case of BJP, because you are making your own chief minister weak by entertaining someone who wants to challenge his authority, you know. And this is something they have to think about it. And politics is, I mean, Shinde is there for long. He also should have known by now. It's dog world. No one is here for friendships and what matters permanently is the interest. And if you are damaging interest of Devendra Fadnavis, the chief minister, he is bound to retaliate. And that is what exactly is happening. But in this situation, the ideal thing would have been Delhi not listening to Mr. Shinde, not lending their shoulder to Mr. Shinde. But that is not happening. And this gives a message that you are controlling politics, Maharashtra's politics, and like take the issue of Hindi, imposing Hindi. It was Delhi centric decision, and this is something that will eventually help regionalism grow in Maharashtra, because this is also like any other party controlling Maharashtra from Delhi. It won't be acceptable.
That's on this note we end, because ultimately BJP with 132 plus 5 associates, 137 out of 288, and you know, with the alliance, so they are not so dependent on alliance in
Absolutely
that sense.
Not.
Even without alliance, they can very well rule the Maharashtra. And yet, if the center is trying to, in a way, directly or indirectly promote rebel, then the job of chief minister is getting tough and tougher.
This is like medicine, you know. I mean, used by date. It's over. One has to understand, you know. And BJP will keep on feeding. Delhi leadership will keep on feeding Eknath Shinde as long as there is a challenge coming in from Mr. Thackeray's, you know. So this is like, I hope he understands.
Thank you so much, Girish.
Thank you.